This matchup with Nick promised to be an entertaining one, an exciting one, and it lived up to that.
Saw his moment, and Federer applied the pressure.
When you're an entertainer and you're playing another entertainer, you really don't know what to expect in a way.
How fired up is Nick Kyrgios right now?
I'm Eubanks, and today we're going to break down the 2017 Miami Open semifinal between Roger Federer and Nick Kyrgios.
Let's hope this one lives up to the hype. Nick Kyrgios against Roger Federer for a place in the final here in Miami.
This is one of those matches in which I can remember vividly watching it live. Fed was on an absolute tear this time of year. When it comes to Miami, I think playing some of the best tennis of his entire career. Nick actually, funny enough, was able to get a break in the first set to go up 4-3. And usually, you know, Nick Kyrgios getting up a break, set's usually done and dusted right then and there.
He took it early and he got his reward. He draws first blood in the second semi-final.
Fed continued to fight. He stayed gritty, continued to try to battle back in the set. Nick served for the first set, 15-30, missed a volley. I guarantee he wishes he could have back to go down 15-40.
No, it's wide. He just came inside the ball a little too much. And listen to the noise in here.
And then goes for two absolute bombs. Misses the first serve, 139 miles an hour, steps to the line again, and you just, even watching it, you just had a feeling he might go big again. He did, 127, misses it wide. At this point, you start to feel as though the momentum was beginning to turn.
He goes for big. And it doesn't work.
They get into the tiebreaker and they play some incredible tennis. Both guys, just great shot making.
Federer produces a miraculous return of serve and follows it up in such fine style.
Nick serving at 9-8. Fed goes incredible chip cross, pulls Nick completely off the court and has the whole line, hits a beautiful backhand right up the line, hits the winner. Nick can't believe it. I couldn't believe it watching it because that return is just so awkward. It puts you in such a weird situation. You don't know whether to go up the line, in which you're giving up the entire court for Roger Federer running forehand cross, which point is pretty much done and dusted. You don't know whether to go backhand cross. Nick did that. I think it was the right play. Backhand cross, make Fed come up with the line, and he was just able to hit it. It's just too good. There's nothing you can do there.
Federer wins an utterly intoxicating first set here in Miami.
Fed goes on to win the set, has a show of emotion which you're not that accustomed to seeing from him because for so long he just had this stoic persona. You knew the fire was burning inside, but you didn't see that many outward shows of emotion like that. So you could see that this match meant a lot to him.
Cheeky. How many more times are we going to see that in future years?
Nick there, second game of the second, hitting a nice tweener cross. Classic Nick, he's just an incredible shot maker, super talented, and just an ultimate showman. And I think that's why the people were so excited for this matchup between these two, because you have two incredible showmen, two guys that can produce shots that you probably would never choose to go for. Nick there going serve first ball dropper at 4-all 15. Roger's able to track it down, a good flick cross.
Outstanding.
As you can see, Nick gave a nice stare. He wanted Roger to kind of give him a nice look so they could have a little moment, but Federer was so locked in, he didn't even look back.
To have the skill and the vision to pull this off.
And they get into another tiebreaker. Second serve look, Nick goes kick wide serve and volley. Fed misses the return long by about that much, but just the guts to go for a second serve and volley down match point for Nick, it's pretty incredible for him.
What a change-up that was. The kick, serve, and volley there.
Fed saves a set point, serve first ball forehand, something he did for 20 years, and guys just not much you can do to kind of stop it.
That's a good deep serve from Federer.
So 9-all, Federer is serving, they've changed sides. Nick hits a bit of an awkward return, brings Fed forward, and then comes up with an incredible forehand pass. Fed did the thing that coaches teach you. If you volley cross, you want to cover line. You could see him shifting that way. Nick seemed to feel it as well and just gave a nice wrist flick cross, and then pops a huge serve to win the set at 10-9 in the breaker.
Kyrgios takes the second set tiebreak, and this epic match will have a third and final set.
I mean, this is a match with so many ebbs and flows from both guys. Federer having a set point at 6-5 in the second, unable to get it. Nick able to find a way to grab the set, and then both guys continue to battle so hard in the third, and what do you have it? We end up in another tiebreaker.
Kyrgios unleashes an electrifying winner.
Nick hits the hardest forehand I think I've ever seen. It's a slap shot forehand that he actually goes for a lot, and he makes it a lot. It's so impressive how he's able to do that. 3-4 in the breaker, Fed serving. Gets a short forehand, goes inside in, and Nick absolutely cranks it right at him, and so calm and cool. Federer just handles the volley, redirects it. I've seen Nick go for this shot numerous times. It's so big. He's just almost like a slap shot, continental forehand, but he's able to control it, and he's able to make it so many times. But that time, it did nothing to bother Fed. He handled the volley incredibly well.
Well, again, the hand skills on show here from Federer. So easily could have lost control of that volley, just cushioned it nicely.
Nick begins to get a bit irritated with the crowd. Mohamed Layani in the chair.
Well, that was a call from the crowd.
Once again, please don't make any call during the rally. Please show respect to both players. Thank you.
And an hour, almost an hour and a minute since Fed's first match point, he gets his second. Serve wide, he hits his spot. One of the greatest servers in the history of tennis.
Roger Federer wins what will surely go down as one of the matches of the year.
You can just see the relief on his face as he walks to the net, because I think he knows how dangerous of a matchup Nick can be. He knows how dangerous, Nick has been in the past. Nick's actually beaten him before, but a really, really impressive run by Fed this time. I think that Federer in 2017 is one of the best players of all time. Like that pocket of time, because the level that he was able to produce after sitting out for 6 months, and he came right back into the game and seemed as though he didn't miss a beat. It's really, really impressive. It's so tough to do, to be able to lay off for that long and come back in and find your form so quickly. He was able to do it, and he had an incredible year that year.
A truly epic contest here in Miami. Federer's resurgent season gets better and better. He wins 7-6, 6-7, 7-6.